So, UFC Fight Night, Yadong versus Figuiredo went by last weekend, and I, King here MMA, will be discussing every fight I think should be made that I'm interested in. So, yeah, let's get right to it. But before we start, follow the Instagram, it helps out. Every follower helps. And yeah, we'll get right to it. First matchup I want to be made is I think Angela Hill had a real great performance. She had a really good performance against the former champ of one. So now I think she should get someone around 10 to 8 spot, and Amanda Hebus is a perfect opponent for that. She's on a 2-fight win streak, and yeah, this would be a good fight. And for the next fight, I think I really liked Raceru's performance. I thought it was real impressive. The way he just took, who was it? Garul down. He got him down straight away and got the tap. I think I'd like to see him against Sumadaji. Sumadaji's got real good scrambling ability. And I think it'd be just a good matchup. I know this would be a step down for Sumadaji, but Sumadaji, I think, he shouldn't be rewarded with a step up into the rankings, because let's be honest, he did. He nutshotted Alex Perez. So in return, I think we should honestly, give him a fight like a fringe top 20, and Racer is a fringe top 20 flyweight. So yeah, I think this would be a good fight. Anyway, on to the next matchup. I think Cody Haddon should fight Adrian. This is Adrian Yanez. Oh god, I can't remember his name. I literally had his name. I'm gonna start putting names up because I forget. Gutierrez. Gutierrez is a really good fighter. He's fringe of top 20 in bantamweight. It might be a massive step up for Cody Haddon, but I think he's ready for this level of opponent. And with his just how impressive he has looked now that he's come back and he will be fighting regularly. So yeah, Gutierrez is a perfect opponent for him. Someone that's always on the fringe of top 20. So yeah, this will be a good opponent. And for the next fight, I think we should give Chris Perez someone not too far up. It's only 1 or 2 steps up the rankings. Nothing too crazy. I know he's going up the rankings technically, but it wouldn't be by much. It's literally oh yeah, you're getting Brendan Moreno. You're not getting, and Brendan Moreno needs to step down. We're sick of him being in the title picture. And Alex Perez was looking good in that Sumadaji fight. So yeah, I think we booked this fight. Anyway, for the next fight, I think Jake Matthews versus Nicholas Dalby is such a cracker matchup. I think this would be a fight of the night performance. Both these dudes always in the top 25 of welterweight. Real entertaining. Jake Matthews just had a really good performance over Carlston Harris. I'd like to see him fight another Unk before we throw him back into the top 15 of welterweight. And for Nicholas Dalby, this would be a test to see if he can go back into welterweight. I know he lost to Randy Brown, but Randy Brown's a tough opponent. So yeah, I'd like to see this fight. And for the next fight, I'd like to see this would be low-key such a great matchup. I know the UFC isn't going to make it because Ethan Ewing is 2-0 and Classic Career is 1-2. Hold on. Anyway, but this would be such a great fight, striking battle. Ethan Wynn's got crisp striking, crisp boxing, good leg kicks, and Kaya Sakura is a great kickboxer out of Ryzen originally. This would be a really good fight, man, and I'd be really excited if they did make this matchup. But yeah, I think this like if we do get this fight in the future, this would be sick. So yeah. Anyway, I should have done Malcolm Wellmaker. That would have made actually a lot of sense. But yeah, let's book it. And for the next fight, yes, Taliesin Teixeira gets slimed out in under a minute. What can we say? Like, we expected this, and who not better than someone else that's just gotten slimed out? Shamil, Shamil Gaziev, he's a real, like, Shamil ain't that bad, man. Like, he's lost to Rosenstrike, arguably a top 10 heavyweight before we got cut. The Balkan Bear, not a terrible loss either. He's going to be a really good heavyweight. Brando Pericic and Waldo Cortez Acosta, these are all top 10 heavyweights. Why not get former ranked heavyweights for fighting each other? I think this is perfect. And yeah, I think this is the perfect matchup. Excuse me. And for the next fight, I think we should have... Why not? Because heavyweight is so log-jammed. I can't see Pavlovich getting a title shot. Volkov deserves it. Volkov deserves it. The winner of Cyril versus Pereira deserves it. Like, it's just so log-jammed. And Hokett's going to arguably make a case once he beats Derek Lewis, or if he does beat Derek Lewis. I'd like to see this matchup, a really fast, heavy wrestler who's really fast in the striking and showed a really impressive performance against Curtis Blades. I think this would be the perfect matchup. But yeah, I think this is just good matchmaking. If Pavlovich knocks out Hokett, he makes his case as being the number one contender. And if Hokett somehow pulls a win over Pavlovich, which I can't see that happening, but if he does, man, he could really be the number one contender. The last guy that Tom Aspinall beat? Yeah. This is the last guy that Tom Aspinall beat. So, yeah. I think we book it if Hokett makes it through. And for the next fight on the card, two fraudsters in the light heavyweight division. I don't think... It's kind of like Zhang Ming Yang. We now know he's not going to really be a top-level contender. Why not feed him a guy that was considered, pretty good in the light heavyweight division? Omar Sy, the light heavyweight Frenchman who got fraud checked by Ion Cutelaba, and then Alonzo Manyfield first, who Zhang Ming Yang just lost to. So this makes a lot of sense, rankings-wise and matchup-wise. I think it'd be really interesting. If Zhang Ming Yang loses Omar Sy, we're done, bro. I don't even think he's going to stay in the UFC. But, yeah. This would be a really good fight. I think this is good matchmaking. Anyway, on to the next fight. Alonzo Manyfield did win. I don't want to reward him with a higher level opponent, but because light heavyweight is so all over the place, it's really hard to not give him someone decently up the rankings, but not too far up, because we did give him Volkon, but then Volkon slimed him out. Carlos Albert, he does get his chances into it, but he's just fought two contenders at light heavyweight. I think he needs just that little step up, and Bogdan Grag. I nearly said Bogdan Grag. They're both European bald dudes. Anyway, Guskov. I think Guskov's a great matchup. We get to see Guskov's level. Guskov somehow always pulls a knockout out of his butt every time. I swear to God. Anyway, I think this would be a good fight. I don't think the Guskov versus Jan Blachowicz fight should be booked. I think this would be a better matchup anyway. So yeah. Let's do it. Anyway. On to the next one. Davidson Figuiredo loses to Song Yadong. I don't know what to say, man, because honestly, it looks like Davidson Figueiredo is at the end of his career, which is, it's annoying, and it's just one of those things that we have to accept. So, yeah, like, I think him fighting Rani Barcelos in a Brazil card, maybe main event, co-main event, and then he could retire, win or lose two Brazilian unks. I think this would be a great matchup. If Rani wins, Davidson could retire, and Rani Barcelos gets high up into the rankings because Davidson Figueiredo will roughly be around the 8 to 7 spot. And if, Figueiredo wins, he leaves with a win. So I'd like to see that for like a Brazil card. I think that'd make a lot of sense. And for the last fight, I want to talk about why not? Since we're not getting O'Malley versus Sandhagen, since we're not getting Song versus Song's the next contender if you really look at Bantamweight's pretty log jammed once again. But I think Song can make his case as the number one contender if he can beat Corey Sandhagen. Corey Sandhagen's always been a tough challenge for a lot of the boys at Bantamweight. Can't beat the elite. So why not? I think this is the perfect matchmaking. Could do it on a numbered card. Could be like a co-main, maybe a featured fight. That's what I'd like to see. But listen, this is more of a quicker sort of matchmaking video. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. I always appreciate it. And thanks. I'll see you all later. Bye.